Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Today we have 10 November 2025, Sakar Baba's Murli. Baba says, you children have to do service with your bodies, minds and wealth, and your thoughts, words and deeds, and receive in return for 21 births. And there shouldn't be any disagreement with one another. Only then can you do service. If there are any disagreements, you cannot flourish well in service. Baba is the ocean of love. And therefore, you children have to live with love. So we were listening to the song just now. And then Baba says, you have to follow the direction of the one Father and become helpers. Baba will also help you when the children will take the first step. And therefore, it is said children who maintain courage receive help from the Father. And some children ask, Baba, can we go to the marriage? Baba says, you children can go, but you have to do service there. You have to benefit everyone there. You have to give speeches. This is the coming and going journey, and therefore Baba says, if anybody asks you, tell them that it is eternal and this cycle continues to spin. So we will now listen to Baba's sweet version. Sweet children, do such a service with your bodies, minds and wealth, and your thoughts, words and deeds, that you receive the return of it from the Father for 21 births. Do such service with your bodies, minds and wealth, and your thoughts, words and deeds, that you receive the return of it from the Father for 21 births. However, while serving, let there not be any disagreement with one another. Question: what is the way to put intensity into the service that Baba inspires you to do according to the drama? What is the way to put intensity into the service that Baba inspires you to do according to the drama? Answer: let there be unity and no conflict among yourselves. If there is any conflict, what service would you do? This is why you all have to meet together and discuss everything among yourselves and help one another. When you make plans for service, you have the meeting and you take suggestions from everyone and you get good ideas and thoughts. And therefore Baba says you have to meet together. You have to become helper anyway. Baba is your helper anyway. When we keep courage for doing service, Baba will be the helper. But you have to understand the accurate meaning of children who maintain courage, receive help from the Father, and become helpers in this big task. Om Shanti. You sweetest children come here to the spiritual Father in order to be refreshed. Why do we come here? To be refreshed. Having been refreshed, you must definitely do something and show everyone when you go back. The clouds come here and then you have to go there and rain. You come here, you feel power internally and you explore that power outside. Each and every child has to give the proof of service. For instance, some children say that they want to open a center. They come and offer Baba, Baba, we have the heart to open a center. Service is also done in the villages. There are Baba center in every village. You children must always be thinking about serving with your thoughts, words, deeds, bodies, minds and wealth in such a way that you receive the return of that from the Father for your future 21 births. You must have this concern. Do I do anything? Do I give this knowledge to others? You have to ask yourself, do I give this knowledge to others? Am I using my body, mind and wealth in service? So that you get the reward for 21 births in the future. You have to have these thoughts throughout the day. You may open a center, but there shouldn't be any disagreements between husband and wife at home. If both the couples are cooperative, then you can do good service. If one does and the other not, then there may be difficulties. There shouldn't be any disagreement between husband and wife at home. There shouldn't be any chows. Sannyasis run away from the chows at home. They don't care and simply go away. They become sannyasis. They don't care and simply go away. And does the government try to stop them? Can the government try to stop them? Baba says government doesn't stop them. It is just men who go away. Nowadays some women who don't have anyone or who have disinterest have emerged. Even some mothers, they have disinterest. They come out of their home. Sannyasis teach them to. They carry out their business through them. They keep all the money. In fact, once they have left their homes, there is no need for them to keep any money. If one has become sannyasi, there is no need for them to keep any money. So the Father is now explaining to you children, it should enter the intellect of each one. It should enter the intellect of each one of you that you have to give the Father's introduction to others. Human beings don't understand anything. They are senseless. Human beings know nothing about God. The Father's order for you children is, sweetest children, consider yourselves to be souls. Don't just be pandits. It isn't that you have to speak only that you have heard. What you have heard, you have to become the embodiment of that. You have to consider yourself to be souls, also benefit yourselves. Become Satopradhan by having remembrance. You have to make a lot of effort. Otherwise you will have to repent a great deal. Some say, Baba, I forget you again and again. You have to remember the Father anyway. And when your intellects wander here and there, you forget Baba. Baba says there will be many waste thoughts. They will come. You have to stay in remembrance of the Father and become Satopradhan. Souls who have become impure have to become pure by remembering the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. There is no other method to make the soul pure. Only through remembrance you can become pure. The Father gives directions to you children. What direction does the Father give you? O obedient children, in order you to remember me, I order you to remember me. So that your sins will be cut away when you remember me. The first thing you have to tell them is that incorporeal Shiv Baba says, remember me. I am the purifier. Purifier is not the ocean or the rivers. Shiv Baba is the purifier. It is by remembering me that your sins will be absolved. There is no other way. nor can anyone show you any other way. There are so many sannyasis. They invite you to participate in yoga conferences. Sannyasis also teach yoga. You know that no one is going to benefit through their Hatha Yoga. They teach many Hatha Yogas. No one can be benefited from that. There are many yoga ashrams where they don't know anything about Raj Yoga. They don't even know the Father. The unlimited Father comes and teaches you true yoga. The Father makes you children the same as Himself. I am incorporeal. Baba said, I make you children the same as Himself. I am incorporeal and I take this body temporarily. Baba says, consider yourself to be a soul. I have taken the medium of this one to perform karma. The lucky chariot is definitely that of a human being. A bull would not be called that. In the Shiva temple, they show the bull, the Nandi. Baba says, I don't take the body of a bull. It is not a question of a horse or chariot. It is not a question of a horse or chariot. There is no question of a battle either. You know that you only have to battle with Maya. There is the memorial of having battle with Maya. We have our battle with 5 vices. It is remembered, those who conquer Maya conquer the whole world. The one who conquer the mind will conquer the world. Today Baba says, those who conquer Maya conquer the whole world. You can explain very well, but you are still learning. While learning, some fall down completely. There is a lot of conflict. Sometimes even 2 sisters don't get on well. They become like salt water. The sanskar is such. They become like salt water. There shouldn't be any conflict among yourselves. If there is any conflict, the Father would say, what service would you do? Even the worldly people will see they are conflicting with one another, what service they can do. And this is the condition of many good children. There will be very good jnani, they make very good effort. Even they have battle with one another. If the rosary were to be created now, it would be said to be a defective rosary. No one is perfect. There are defects, and therefore it will be a defective rosary. There are still certain defects in the children. According to the drama plan, Baba inspires you to do service. Baba has to get his work done, maybe defected, but Baba has to get the service done. He continues to give directions. Go and lay siege to Delhi. It isn't just one who has to do this. Together one has to do service. It isn't just one who has to do this. Discuss this among yourselves. All of you must be in agreement. Baba is alone, but he is not going to carry out this task without his children, who are his helpers. Baba will get the service done through the children. We are Baba's helpers. You open centers and take people's opinions. Baba asks, are you helpers? Baba asks, are you helpers? Baba will simply not open the center. Baba says, if you become helpers, the center will be opened. If there were no helpers, nothing could be achieved. Friends and relatives come to your home. Even if they insult you or taunt you, you mustn't be concerned about that. Even if there is any opposition, Baba says you mustn't be concerned about that. You children have to sit and have discussions among yourselves. When a center is opened, they all sit together and write to Baba, Baba, we are doing all of this with the advice of the teacher. In the Sindhi language, they say, put 1 and 2 together and it becomes 12. There will be so much power, it will be 12 together. If there are 12 together, then very good advice will emerge. In some places, they don't even ask one another for advice because they have body consciousness. They don't consider to take advice of others. Can anything be done in that way? Can anything be done in that way? Baba would say, until you have unity in your gathering, how can you carry out such a big task? There are small shops and big shops. Behind the big shop, there will be the gathering of many people. They all gather together. No one says, Baba, you help us. First of all, you have to create your helpers. Then Baba says, when the children maintain courage, the Father gives help. Baba, we are doing this much and you have to help with the rest. It isn't that you first have to ask Baba for help. First to maintain courage and then. They don't understand the meaning of this. First of all, you children have to have courage. Which children give help and in what form? Everybody is having the account as who is helping out. Everything has to be given in writing officially. It isn't that each one would say, I am opening a center and so help me. Some ask that they get the help from the headquarters so that they can help them. First the brother and sisters have to do, and then there is Baba's help. However, that is not possible. A committee has to get together. It is a number-wise among you two. Now in every zone, there is a committee. Some don't understand anything at all. Some remain very happy. Baba feels that you have to remain very happy in this knowledge. Do all of you remain happy? The one who knows Baba's knowledge, does Baba's service, they remain very happy. Those who think that you remain very happy, raise your hands. You must have the happiness that you have now found the Father, Teacher and Guru in the one. No one in the world knows these things. Shiv Baba alone is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier and bestower of salvation for all. The Father of all is one. This is not in the intellect of anyone else. You children now know that He is the knowledgeful one, the liberator and the guide. So you have to follow the Father's directions. Get together and have a discussion among yourselves. Spend money in service. You can't just follow the directions of one person. Everyone has to help. You need to have that much wisdom. You children have to give this message to every home. Some ask, we have received a wedding invitation. Should we go there? Baba says, why not? Go and do service. Bring benefit to many. What aim you should have when you go there? That we have to go and do service there. We have to give Baba's message. You can also give a lecture. Everybody will be gathered there, so you can give a lecture. Death is just ahead. The Father says, constantly remember me alone. Here all are sinful souls. They continue to insult the Father. They say God is omnipresent. They turn you away from the Father. It is remembered that there are those with non-loving, diverged intellects at the time of destruction. Who said this? The Father Himself says, their intellects don't have love for me, Their intellects have no love at the time of destruction. They don't know the Father at all. Only those who have loving intellects and who remember me will gain victory. Even if they do have love but don't remember me, they will claim a low status. They have love for the Father, they know the knowledge of the Creator and the creation. They have less remembrance. They will claim a low status. The Father gives directions to you children. The main thing is to give everyone the message. To give the message is our duty. And if they will believe or not, it is their fortune. They may claim liberation or liberation in life, but we have to give the message. Remember the Father and you will become pure and a master of the pure world. According to the drama, Baba has to take an old body on loan. He enters this one in his age of retirement. At the age of 60 of Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba enters. It is only in their age of retirement that people make effort to search for God. In devotion, they believe that they will find the path to meet God by chanting and doing tapasya. They don't know when they will find Him. They have been performing devotion for birth after birth. No one has found God. They don't understand that Baba will come when the old world has to be made new again. Only the Father is the Creator. There is that picture, but they don't show Shiva in their picture of the Trimurti. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar is the creation of Shiva Baba, but they don't show it. They have shown Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar without Shiva Baba. It is as though the head has been chopped off. They have shown Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar without Shiva Baba. It is as though the head has been chopped off. Without the Father, they have become orphans. The Father says, I come and make you belong to the Lord and Master. You belong to the Lord and Master for 21 births. You don't have any difficulty. You also say, until we meet the Father, we were orphans and had degraded intellects. They speak of the purifier, but they don't know when he will come. The pure world is the new world. The Father explains everything so simply. You also understand that you now belong to the Father, and so you will definitely become the masters of heaven. Shiv Baba is the master of the unlimited. It was the Father who came and gave you your inheritance of peace and happiness. In the golden age, there was happiness, and all the rest of the souls were in the land of peace. You now understand all of these things. Why would Shiv Baba have come? Why would Shiv Baba have come? He would surely have come to make the world new and to purify the impure. He carries out an elevated task. He is the highest on high. Highest on high is his place of residence. Highest on high is his duty. He carries out an elevated task. Human beings are in total darkness. The Father says, this too is fixed in the drama. The Father sits here and awakens you children. You now know this whole world drama and how the new world becomes old. The Father says, now renounce everything and remember the one Father. Baba has given the mantra, Manmanabhav. We don't dislike anyone. There are many other religions, countries, and languages, but we don't dislike anyone. You have to explain this. According to the drama, there has to be the kingdom of Maya. The Father says, sweetest children, the cycle is now coming to an end. You are now receiving God's directions and you have to follow them. You must no longer follow the directions of the 5 vices. You shouldn't follow the directions of Maya. You have been following the directions of Maya for half a cycle and have become Tamopradhan. I have now come to make you Satopradhan. This is a play about becoming Satopradhan and Tamopradhan. It isn't a question of deformation. Some ask, why did God create this play of coming and going? The question of why does not arise. This is the cycle of the drama and it continues to repeat. This drama is eternal. The golden age has passed and it is now the iron age. The Father has now come once again. Continue to say Baba Baba and you will continue to benefit. The Father says, these things are extremely deep and entertaining. It is said, a golden vessel is needed for the milk of a lioness. How will your intellects become golden? Golden intellect means Satopradhan intellect. The intellect is in the soul. The soul says, my intellect now goes to Baba. I remember Baba a great deal. Your intellects go in other directions while just sitting somewhere. Your intellects continually remember your business, etc. Then it is as though your intellects don't listen to you. Even while listening to the Murli, the intellect wanders here and there. And it is as though while listening you don't listen. This takes effort. As death comes closer, As death comes closer, you will continue to stay in remembrance. There will be disinterest, and very easily you will have Baba's remembrance. At a time of death, everyone says, remember God. The Father himself now says, remember me. It is now the time of destruction. It is now the stage of retirement for all of you. You have to return home, and this is why you have to remember me. Don't listen to anything else. Burdens of the sins of many births are on your heads. Shiv Baba says, at this time, all are like Ajamil. The main thing is the pilgrimage of remembrance through which you will become pure. There has to be a lot of love among yourselves. You have to imbibe divine virtues. Take advice from one another. The Father is the ocean of love. Therefore, you must have a lot of love for one another among yourselves. Be soul conscious and remember the Father. You even have to go beyond the relationship of brother and sister. You have to break your intellect wherever you have an attachment. Don't have yoga with brothers or sisters. Have yoga with the one Father alone. The Father says to souls, remember me, and your vicious vision will end. Don't perform any sinful actions with your physical senses. Storms will definitely come into your minds. The destination is very high. Baba says, when you see that your physical senses are deceiving you, become very cautious. If you do something wrong, everything is finished. It is said, those who ascend become the masters of heaven. Nothing can happen without your making effort. A lot of effort is required. Break off all bodily relations, including those of your bodies. Some don't have any bondage, and yet they remain trapped. They are trapped in their own mind. They don't follow the Father's Shrimat. You may have 100,000 to 200,000 rupees and you may belong to a big family, but Baba still says, don't become trapped in your business too much. Otherwise you will waste your time and energy. Become one who is in the stage of retirement. Reduce your expenses. Poor people live in such a simple way. Look at the inventions that have emerged now. Don't even ask. Wealthy people have nothing but expenses. Otherwise, what does your stomach need? Just a quarter of a pound of flour, that's all. How many buildings will you build? You will be sleeping only on one bed. You need only one bed to sleep. That's it. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father, Bab, Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children give love, remembrance, say Namaste to the Mother and Father. Essence for Dharana. Be very loving to one another, but don't have yoga with brothers or sisters. Be very loving to one another, but don't have yoga with brothers or sisters. Don't perform any sinful actions with your physical senses. Secondly, follow the directions of God and become Satapradhan. Renounce the directions of Maya. Make your gathering very strong and become one another's helpers. Repeatedly Baba said this in the Murli. Make your gathering very strong and become one another's helpers. Blessing. May you perform the act of balancing your qualifications with your aim and experience the ascending stage and so become complete and perfect like the Father. May you perform the act of balancing your qualifications with your aim and experience the ascending stage and so become complete and perfect like the Father. You children want to benefit the world and you also have the elevated desire to become equal to the Father. However, there is a difference that must be visible to yourself and others between your aim and its qualifications. Therefore, perform the act of keeping this balance for the ascending stage and finish any difference. You have that thought, but keep your thought filled with a determination and you will receive the blessing to become complete and perfect like the Father. Now change the spinning of the two types of discourse that take place. There is the discourse of self-realization, but also the discourse of looking at others. Also stop being Trikaldarshi about wasteful matters and have pure and positive thoughts for yourself and only spin the discourse of self-realization. Slogan: to receive the fortune of doing service is the greatest fortune. Avyakta signal: increase the practice of the bodiless stage. Practice forgetting your body and the world of bodies and become bodiless, a resident of the Supreme Abode. Then from being a resident of the Supreme Abode, become stable in the Avyakta stage. Have the drill. Then come into sound to do service. While doing service, maintain the awareness of your form. Engage your intellect wherever you want in less than a second, and you will engage your intellect wherever you want in less than a second, and you will then be passed with honors. You need the power of concentration to become passed with honors in the end. Om Shanti. The collective meditation in the evening will be in the Diamond Hall. Account department of Sister Rani and Shilpa. Their grandfather left his mortal coil, was in knowledge for many years, and yesterday at Amritavela left his mortal coil and took Baba's lap. In the end, we will send the corporation of peace to their departed soul. Haryana Fatehpur, Sister Mohini was not having a good condition of health, and on 10th November in the morning left a mortal coil in the center itself, and she was in the knowledge since many years. So we will also have the cooperation of peace to that departed soul. When someone leaves their body, people say they have gone to heaven, but actually that heaven is not some other world. Where they go, they play their roles here only. However, when the time of this world drama comes to an end, Just as souls had been coming down onto this world stage from the incorporeal world to play the roles in corporeal bodies, the time then comes for all souls who have completed their full cycle to return beyond this world, to go back to the supreme abode, which is called God's home. Om Shanti.